I've already informed them. But Basim is sleeping. I informed the Monica. He's sleeping. Okay.
Inspired documentary, something we saw coming. Yeah.
From a mile away.
8.1 trillion supplementary budget.
Democracy business is becoming too expensive.
Passed yesterday. The problem is, if
we have to think outside this box. It's not working for us.
This is one of those things of what you do versus what you
yes, what you do, yes. And this is democracy from Tinu.
Yeah. Because, it's expensive, but is it the democracy really?
And also on the front page of The Observer is Noop running against police. Whoever coined this headline, I owe you a cup of coffee. Well done. You've gone over and above your duties. Tear gas, bullets and arrests, and a supporter shot dead. Ugandans ask whether the opposition is fighting rivals or fighting the states.
Running from police, running against police. Very well
did you see that that video of the Boda guy who knocked a policeman?
No.
Oh gosh.
Here in Uganda.
Yes. The policeman was
ballsy.
Very only. He had. He managed to pull off a move an Olympic acrobat would be proud of to survive that accident. That crash, which was spectacular. I need to find the video and show you. It's amazing.
Please.
And also on the front page of the New Vision today, guess the picture on front page.
Tell me. Of course, the usual. The
president's on the front page with his crowd
in fact, at this we're going to call it front page anymore. We're going to say
the president's page.
Yeah, his poster.
His poster. The election poster. It's running again, and there's one of them, the first lady as well, as they go through Shema.
Before you go very far, Dan has feedback for you.
They've sent us a video so you can check it out. That he looked staged.
The border guy knocking
No, I think it was just a reflex. He realized what was happening, because that's the first thing you do if a bike's coming at you. It's the first thing you do. But honestly speaking, even
so wait, it was actually premeditated?
Yeah. When you look at the video
of not have lost control.
Have a look. And see because he was flagging him down, but hey, he had other things in his mind. I don't know what he had smoked that
He was trying to
but-
stop him.
Yeah, but check it out. There it comes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
My God.
Well, 40 bird species extinct in Kampala. I have noticed this, and this is not down to us who covered the flying mammals are delicacy. But I think it's a trees. I was actually just thinking about it the other day. There were so many birds I used to see as a child that I don't see
You
anymore.
don't see
Especially the tiny ones, like robin-like size, yeah?
Yeah.
That always hop around, they don't actually walk. I don't
Those
see
I
them
think
anymore.
usually prefer places that have grass or trees because hey, the Sukura cement here in Kampala.
It's not
You've
local.
got too many paved roads, too much concrete. With all the kind of heat that we have, they can't even afford to touch the ground.
Yeah.
So a lot of them probably have migrated to places that are a bit grassier.
I think I agree with you. And also on the front page of the New Vision today, Parliament approves additional 469 billion shillings for elections. Hey, colleagues, money has come.
Specifically.
Christmas is going to be good
Let's hope so.
if you're in the election space.
That's what I wanted you to add.
Mitom and Rubirizi voters want service gaps fixed as Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda to sign peace deal tomorrow.
Meanwhile, front page of the Monitor, a breakdown for that 80.4 trillion that you just talked about. And in there you can see about classified expenditure of about 565 billion.
Classified
The electrical,
expenditure is
the one for the
English
president's
translation
special operations.
Yeah, it's the English translation of Zabulide Munyanya.
Aha. Well done, well done. You don't know the English accent in your Uganda, but well done. That's the phrase, that's the phrase. Yeah. But soon we're going to change it into Munyanya. Yeah. And then 160 billion goes to State House. It's also a classified expenditure. That's wages that are being transferred from the patriotism department. Yeah. You really are, John. You really are. Either that or you just have too much English. When you learn how to you will understand where money comes from. A feature in there on Entebbe Zoo, which is the closest safari to Kampala. Yeah. And in Katanga State closes the case. In the Katanga case, probably a year ago. I've been there. It's got a playing place for children, and it's a bit of a nostalgic place for me because when we were younger, that was the reward of the year. It was, if you're good, we'll take you to the zoo, and my dad used to take us there, so it was very nostalgic.
Oh, nice. I've just seen just finding this interesting. But the CDF is pictured on L39 Skyfax. We've got L39s. Nice.
There's
They're
a
training aircraft.
undisclosed classified expenditures. Jordan's geeking out. So on the question of what's it called, the one we're going to discuss in Talkback, taxing the people in diaspora, I think this is probably a big reason why Uganda's diaspora remittances hit 6.5 trillion.
Somebody's, I can't remember.
Basama basus tunaonye sente
The father of
babagenda bataxing.
Keynesian economics told us the real tax you should watch out for is government expenditure. So, government expenditure. The more your government spends, the more tax you actually. So that's the thing you
Your
want.
comment is quite timely considering the 8.1
Guys, it's
8.1
we are
trillion.
like in a big casino. That is one big Nevada, I tell you. And Vegas Pro
Oh,
Max.
well,
We also divorce and marry and separate us. On the back pages, a cup and 6 awards. And that's for the national deputy.
Just to echo what you said earlier about the widening deficit, the pressure of increased government expenditure makes it to the business pullout of the monitor. And in the back pages, rookies feel the heat early in top flights. This is about the UPL.
And on front page it comes up, vote protectors and masqueraders. That's what Yorokama is warning. But on the ground, Rwandan opposition leader Frank Ntwali's last bogus terror claims.
First wait. Rwanda has opposition.
Hey. Meanwhile, our Uganda's biggest export gold is undermining the shilling.
How?
We find out the dynamics in the observatory.
Which is weird.
Rising global gold prices are weakening the shilling.
Because we don't have. But neither does
No,
America.
we have. What about? Hey, this is the Belgium. This is the Antwerp of this time. This is what these things was. Whether it's from South Sudan, DRC, Uganda. No, it's the truth.
So, passes here, but it's not ours.
Sometimes it's ours, sometimes it's not ours. But you see, by the time it leaves here, it's ours.
Can I ask like a follow-up?
Depending regardless of where it started from.
Can I ask like a follow?
No, don't ask.
Dollar backing on.
Those guys on vibes are inshallah. Man.
So why also ask why is theirs not dropping?
Those guys.
Zola.
No, they don't. Oil. Oil is
You really has to have the calvert.
You whatever, but it. Oh man. You got it, Jesus. Oh man.
And also in the observatory, there's lots of Victorias about the different candidates. Even the ones you didn't really pay much attention
They
to.
stop it.
They
I wanna do.
They did serve pilau. We wanted to come for some. On the back pages, Uganda ranks best.
Nigeria had twins. Basically, he's coming for all of Kwaga's titles.
Hey, everything.
And now he's also
Hey, Miss Carla. Hey, Miss Carla.
I'm not very sure. I would need to look at them.
the ones who work are engineer, but I've had degree is engineer. Just English, no.
So I don't know what
no,
each
no,
box
no.
it takes. Anytime now he's going for no play.
He's coming for
Hey.
Uganda ingiza wenyoni mwana that's important today. It's Russia when you put Ukraine. So bakoze ekibuzo lwaki tekyagulanya abanyagidde tafere ku polisi n'amagye ne batulugunya ate ebyokukuba abawagizi balina ebibituusa mu parliament.
Hey, Miss Carla.
Zoso obugambo
Hey, I'm on vacation.
kyavu constipation.
Reunification. Hey.
Baby daddy.
What do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So,
People
picture
are-
That's awesome.
him and Shiba and the baby and
Former feminist.
picture of Jaffa and his daughters.
Nothing.
The Press Review on Radio 1. 2020 headlines. Mighty 90 FM. Radio 1.
FM 9.
Bit of opposition in Parliament. Johnson is disappointed the government is enforcement tabled regulations on biometric voter verification. Prosecution handling the Katanga matter trial has closed its case. The EU reveals that it has invested 5.9 trillion shillings to reduce obstacles faced by SMEs, and Kremlin signals no breakthrough after Ukraine talks with the US.
2020 headlines. Mighty 90 FM.
90 FM.
Radio 1.
We dive into the wild, wacky, and hilarious world of kids.
Very nice. The Great Morning Kids Corner, brought to you by Butter. Make your way and raising voices, because a violence-free home is everyone's right.
Okay, now this one is from my baby girl, one of the babies. So making it hard for me to explain to them now.
You're so struggling at home.
Yeah. We're watching news, and this was busy tear gassing everyone's campaign rallies. And because you're looking at it, then after the Bobby Wine story, tear gas, beating up people and everything, and then Museveni rally, so peaceful. Yeah. So the girl was asking me, Daddy, why does police tear gas Bobby Wine and not President Museveni's rallies?
You say your children's meeting is beyond there.
Yes.
The kind of meeting where you need to start saving real money.
So now, I don't have an answer. So I picked one and asked, is it because Museveni is rich? has closed its case with 25 witnesses, and the presiding judge of the High Court, Comfort Kanya, has now given parties in the case timelines. The timelines include that of filing written submissions by 5th February 2026. Court will then deliver its ruling on 19th February, mainly on whether the widow Molly Katanga and her two daughters have a case to answer. The trio are jointly charged with George Amanyiri, the family's Shamba boy, and Dr. Charles Utai of Golobi Medical Center, who are an accessory after the murder by assisting the widow to escape punishment. In their concluding remarks, prosecution team from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions invited court to find a case to answer against all the accused persons, saying they believe that with the evidence they have led since the High Court trial started in 2024 is sufficient for court to make a finding that the accused persons should be put to their defense. The European Union reveals that it has invested 5.9 trillion shillings to address obstacles faced by the small and medium enterprises. The obstacles include access to finance, electricity, certification, adapting to global trade disruptions, integrating AI into SME operations, and using digital tools, among others. Team lead green transition and private sector delegation at the EU, Michel Walsh, says they are committed to find innovative solutions for access to finance, investments in infrastructure, and supporting the creation of skills and decent jobs. This will be a job provided for governments, national operating infrastructure institutions, and government.
We are addressing constraints to trading power plants and promoting access to energy for businesses. So this includes financing the rehabilitation of hydropower plants, last mile electrification, and improvements and extension of the electricity transmission line. Also supports clean energy renewable energy providers, but also the adoption of efficient energy practices inside SMEs.
Players in the financial sector move to ease cross-border transaction and foreign exchange management for traders and business people operating across the borders. Absa Bank's Retail and Business Banking Director Moses Rutahigwa says this will be attained through the Absa multi-currency virtual wallet. This enables users to hold and manage up to 5 currencies, including Ghana shillings, US dollars, euros, pounds, and Tanzanian on a single platform.
Foreign exchange management, support cross-border transactions, and expand access to international payments through a secure digital experience. And a tool that enables customers to pay securely across becomes important. And this solution not only is being developed, but also helps us to ensure that we can enable Uganda increase contribution from international goods and services as customers transact across.
Also, 5 hours of talks between Russian President Vladimir Putin and US President Donald Trump's senior negotiator appear to have failed to produce a breakthrough on securing a Ukraine peace deal. The Kremlin spokesman said the Moscow meeting was constructive, but parts of the plan remained unacceptable to Russia. Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff and son-in-law Jared Kushner attended the talks after weeks of intensive diplomacy aimed at ending the war. The US team has not commented since leaving Moscow. Earlier on Tuesday, Putin said changes proposed by Kyiv and Europe to the US-backed draft peace plan were unacceptable, adding if Europe wants to go to war and starts one, they are ready. But sports, Erling Haaland became the quickest player to reach 100 goals in Premier League history as Manchester City beat Fulham 5-4. Normally international Haaland got his landmark goal in the 17th minute of Tuesday's game at Cranham Cottage. It meant he reached the century in 111 league games, 13 fewer than the two previous record holder, Alan Shearer. In the meantime, Jack Grealish hit a late winner for Everton in the Vitality Stadium to sentence Bournemouth to a fourth defeat in 5 games, and again that ended 1-0, and Christian Romero's superb 95th minute overhead kick, a dramatic point for Tottenham Hotspurs as they have Newcastle United to a 2-2 to ease the pressure on manager Thomas Frank. The break
The Great Morning Show on Radio 1FM 90 with John on Q. Parliament of Uganda will host the 15th edition of the East African Community Interparliamentary Games from the 5th to the 17th of December 2025 in Kampala. The Games, which aim at fostering the East African integration process, will be held at different venues with members of Parliament from the region taking on each other in different sports disputes. Fixtures and venues will be communicated before the Games. You are welcome to cheer the teams and celebrate the togetherness of the East African community and showcasing our unbeatable Ugandan hospitality. The family of the late Canon Abednego Absalom Ngom, who transitioned in the early hours of Tuesday, the 25th of November, invites you to join them in celebrating his legacy as follows. Today, there will be a vigil held at the family home in Bienga near TNT Supermarket, starting at 5 p.m. Tomorrow, Thursday, the 4th of December, the funeral service will be held at St. Stephen's Church of Uganda, Kisumu, from 9 a.m. to midday, following which the cortege will travel to Gulu City. Friday, the 5th of December 2025, the funeral service at St. Philip's Cathedral, Gulu City, at 10 a.m., after which the cortege will travel to the family rural home in Owere, Ladotoran in Umoro district for a night vigil. Saturday, the funeral service will be held at 10 a.m., after which he shall be laid to rest. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Bring your child to a school with a difference, a school that will provide them with the best holistic education. Green Hill Primary School Buate is now accepting applications from the nursery section up to P6 for the year 2026. And the interviews for the 2026 intake will take place this Saturday, the 6th of December 2025, at Green Hill Primary School Buate along Kira Kasangati Road, starting at 8 a.m. Documents that are required are a copy of the child's previous report card and a copy of the parent's national ID. For any inquiries, please call one of these two numbers: 0757 21118 or 0704 300 104. You can as well send an email to info.buate@greenhillacademy.ac.ug for details.
This is a full-blown 4-alarm holiday emergency here. Great songs, great memories. Great songs,
On the money.
You're going to pick.
Yeah. Uganda International Airport is where we are. Here we are. Here we are.
Prudential. Tukolera bantu. Let's face life together. Tulinawe.
Dear Hishi, my aunties came to the city from upcountry for an introduction ceremony for one of my. The girl who got introduced and I both made 31 in this September. I've been set up by my parents and aunties, but the truth is, the guys I'm introduced to are not easy on the eye, and for me this is very important. So my favorite auntie told me, you will die alone. Better to marry a man who loves you than one you love. Just make sure he's a useful member of the. The words stayed with me. Please advise. Call us on 0414 348 111, 0707 90 90 97, or 0774 076 394. Not easy on that.
In my village,
in your view, I'm not intended.
No.
Unforgiven.
Actually, in my village, we have a saying, the eyes went on a journey and came back empty-handed. When you look at something,
I don't like how polite your violence is. Polite in the most disrespectful way possible.
First time I heard it. But, hello?
Remember that you can also WhatsApp us on 0703 090 090.
Aesthetics. Well, there are people for whom aesthetics is interesting. There's actually a word for them. Aesthetics. I don't remember that word. Whenever these come up, because, hey!
Okay, let me just put it like this. Let's not say aesthetics are not important.